Over millions of years, Africa incubated a gleaming array of ancient human relatives, and today only one branch of the family tree remains: us. Often we look at the stars and wonder what it would be like if we met another intelligent species like ourselves, and if we did, would this world be a more peaceful place? We have all heard the stories of how we evolved from apes, and from the existence of cooperative violence in male chimps, it suggests that war predates the evolution of humans. With that said, in this video, we will be discussing about these ape ancestors of ours, and before we start, do remember to check out our previous videos on human species, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Beginning with the first one is Sahelanthropus chidensis. This is one of the oldest known hominid species that lived approximately 7 million years ago. Discovered in 2001 at the site of Toros Menala in the Jurab Desert of northern Chad by Michael Brunet and associates. Studies show this species' head was held on an upright body, probably associated with walking on two legs, and had a combination of ape-like and human-like features. Ape-like features included a small brain, sloping face, very prominent brow ridges, and elongated skull, while human-like features were small canine teeth, a short middle part of the face, and a spinal cord opening underneath the skull instead of towards the back as seen in non-bipedal apes. The species that came next was Auroran tugenensis. Existing around 6.2 to 6 million years ago, it is one of the oldest early humans on our family tree. Specimens were discovered from the Lucano Formation in the Tugen Hills of Kenya in 2000 by Bridget Sinnott and Martin Pickford. Studies showed they had small teeth with thick enamel, but the most important finding was that of the upper femur, showing evidence of bone built up typical of a biped, so individuals of this species climbed trees but also probably walked upright with two legs on the ground. Another one is Ardipithecus cadabra. Discovered in 1997, this species was also found to be bipedal and dates back to 5.8 to 5.2 million years ago. A piece of lower jaw was found lying on the ground in the Middle Awash region of Ethiopia by Johannes Haile Selassie. Later on, more fossils were discovered which included hand and foot bones, partial arm bones, and a clavicle. In 2002, 6 more teeth were discovered in the Middle Awash at the site Asa Koma, and was finally confirmed to be fossils of a unique species, naming it Ardipithecus cadabra, meaning the oldest ancestor in the Efa language. Ardipithecus ramidus. Ardipithecus cadabra was actually thought to be a subspecies of Ardipithecus ramidus until it was proved otherwise. The species existed around 4.4 million years ago and had small brain with a flat cranial base. It was first reported in 1994 when a team led by American paleoanthropologist Tim White discovered the first Ardipithecus ramidus fossils in the Middle Awash area of Ethiopia, and since then more than 100 fossils of this species were discovered. Besides being upright walkers, individuals of this species were also really good climbers, which was visible from their elevated shoulder joints for reaching up for branches, long arms with long curved fingers, and mobile wrists. Next up is Australopithecus anamensis. This is the earliest known Australopith. Meave Leakey, Alan Walker, and a few more paleoanthropologists discovered fossils of this species in 1994 in Kanapoi and Alia Bay of Lake Turkana, Kenya. Living about 4.2 to 3.8 million years ago, this species shows high sexual dimorphism in body and canine size. They also had prognathic jaws with ape-like parallel cheek teeth and larger canines than subsequent species. Long forearms and features of the wrist bone suggest these individuals probably climbed trees as well. The cranium shows some more ancestral features such as a protruding face and a long and narrow brain case. Australopithecus afarensis. Living about 3.85 to 2.95 million years ago, this is one of the longest lived and best known early human species, and remains of more than 300 individuals along with the famous Lucy specimen have been uncovered by paleoanthropologists. Sites where the specimens were found extends over 1600 kilometers from the site of Hadar in the Afar depression of Ethiopia to the Laeteli site in Tanzania. Members of this species had ape-like face proportions and brain caves with a brain size less than 500 cubic centimeters. They also had long, strong arms with curved fingers adapted for climbing trees. Similar to other early humans, they had small canine teeth and a body that stood on two legs and regularly walked upright, and it's their adaptations for living both in the trees and on the ground that helped them survive for almost a million years as climate and environments changed. Kenyanthropus platyops, with features that included a flat face, small brain, and bipedal movement, this species lived about 3.5 million years ago in Kenya, and hence the name. The skull of an individual was discovered in 1999 by a research team led by scientist Meave Leakey from the Lake Turkana region of northern Kenya. Later, other fossils were found including two partial maxillae and a temporal bone from other individuals, and from that they concluded that this species had a more orthognathic face rather than a prognathic one. Australopithecus prometheus. This species lived about 3.6 to 3.2 million years ago. Funny thing is, fossils were first discovered in 1924 from a storeroom of the University of Witwatersrand when researchers noticed that the bones had been miscatalogued. Later, Ronald Clark sent two of his assistants, Stephen Matsumi and Kwane Molefe, out to the original site, the Sterkfontein area of South Africa, to see if they could find more, which they did. Characteristics of this species include upward-oriented shoulder girdle, ape-like arms, and curved hand and foot bones, which proved that they were also used to climbing. Australopithecus africanus. Studies showed that this species lived approximately 3 to 2 million years ago. First fossils were found in 1924 in the Tong Quarry in South Africa and was brought to a scientist named Raymond Dutt. He was able to establish that it was the face, mandible, and intercast of a juvenile hominin. He based this on the anterior position of the foramen magnum and aspects of brain morphology reflected on the interior of the skull vault. Dutt named it Australopithecus africanus, meaning southern ape of Africa, and the specimen was known as the Tong Child. The species' face was prognathic but heavily buttressed for chewing a tougher diet, although teeth were smaller. Paranthropus aethiopicus. The species was originally proposed in 1967 by a team of French paleontologists to describe a toothless partial mandible that was thought to differ enough from the mandibles of the early human species known at the time. The fossils were discovered by Yves Coppens and Camille Arenberg in the Shungura deposits at the site of Omo in southern Ethiopia. Features of this species include a flat cranial base with a small brain, long molars, and a prognathic face, although it has a robust skull, face, and mandible. Australopithecus garhi. Specimens of this species were first discovered in 1990 and again later in 1996 when researchers led by Tim White recovered portions of the frontal and parietal bones as well as a maxilla that contained teeth from the Bauri site in the middle Awash region of the Afar depression in Ethiopia. The species dates back to 2.5 million years ago, and individuals had long ape-like arms, small brain, and human-like features include longer legs and robust cranial, facial, and dental characteristics. Paranthropus boisei. Dating all the way back to 2.3 to 1.2 million years ago, first fossils were discovered in 1955, but it was not until 1959 that they knew a new species had been discovered. Mary Leakey discovered the material in 1959 at Olduvai Gorge, Tanzania, and nicknamed it Nutcracker Man or Zinj or Deer Boy. Fossils related to the species have since been found at other sites in Tanzania, Chesowanja, West Lake Turkana and Kubi Fora in the East Lake Turkana area, Kenya, and the Shungura deposits and Konzo, Ethiopia. Studies showed that their skulls had the most pronounced masticatory adaptations. They also had larger molars and premolars, larger and heavier mandibles, and an orthognathic face. Australopithecus sediba. This species lived between 1.97 to 1.98 million years ago. Fossils were first discovered in 2008 by Matthew Berger, son of Lee Berger, at the site of Malapa, South Africa. The fossils were so complete that scientists can see how entire skeletons looked like near the time when Homo evolved. Details of the teeth, the length of the arms and legs, and the narrow upper chest resemble earlier Australopithecus, while other tooth traits and the broad lower chest resemble humans. This species may give us a lot of information on the origin of the genus Homo. Even the skull has several derived features such as relatively small premolars and molars and facial features that are more similar to those in Homo. However, their bipedal movement was pretty different from us, which may mean that upright walking evolved on more than one path during human evolution. Paranthropus robustus. The species was first discovered by Robert Broom in 1938 when he found a fossil jaw fragment and a molar from Kromdraai, South Africa. Later, many more bones and teeth were discovered from the same site and the new species was named. Specimens showed that this new species had very large megadont cheek teeth with thick enamel that focused their chewing in the back of the jaw. They also had large cheekbones and large chewing muscles that gave them a wide dish-shaped face. In addition, they also had long arms with small vertebral bodies and were said to have lived about 1.8 to 1.2 million years ago. So that's all there is, guys. If there is any other species that I missed and didn't make it to the list, do let us know in the comment section below. And always remember that we don't know everything about our early ancestors, but we keep learning more every day. Hope this video was of some help. Thanks for watching and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.